my legs heavy, I don't get it. How come I haven't hit it already? Still working, I'm still learning, I'm still searching, finally earning something, finally turning something called a profit. If I hear you talking shit, don't get caught in it.
Alright, what is up guys? 4.6 Savage here, and today we're going to be talking about ECUs. So what is an ECU? Well, an ECU is the brain of the car, basically. There's many different types, and we're going to go over the types, what they do, what the difference is. So first off, we're going to show you what an ECU looks like. Most of the common ECUs look like this. You'll also see different ones like the firewall ones. But here, you can see, here's the wiring. And this right here, as you can see up in there, is the ECU. Plugs in from the bottom here, and here's your computer code. Well, mine is a JZP4, and it hooks in, and then it goes to the engine wiring harness. Well, as you can see, when you come outside, go through here, the ECU wiring harness comes out about right there. See it right there, and it follows up here, comes through there, and it also goes through there, which is your 42-pin connector, and that runs into your engine harness. Now it also controls the trans, which is this harness right here, and it runs down back to the transmission. So the ECU's job is to basically calculate your fuel trims, your basically makes car run. So to be more descript, it calculates your fuel for your injectors. It calculates your shift points for your transmission, assuming you have it automatic. It also, well, mine specifically reads the dash. It tells me my speed, everything. All that comes from the ECU. Now on other vehicles, you've got different type of ECUs. You've got an ECU, engine control module, a PCM, powertrain control module, and there's also a bunch of names for them, but you've also got ECUs that have advanced learning. Now, advanced learning is a ECU technique of self-learning, kind of. It's not fully self-tuning, but what it does is it's got a couple of different options for like your fuel, your timing, and everything. And the more aggressively or granny style you drive, it adjusts the tables for that point. So if you're getting on it, it's going to adjust more timing, more fuel, and give you the best possible performance. And if you're granny in it, it's going to give you the best economy. It's the best of both worlds. I don't believe those came out until like 2005 though. Because 2005 was the start of really trying to get into the modulated stuff, but with everything that they've got, you know, we get 22 miles a gallon on a V8. We get you know, a whole bunch of other benefits from having an ECU. Now, there's also aftermarket ECUs, and that's why I'm making this video today. I have tuning software for the stock ECU. Well, my stock ECU doesn't like to listen to me. I think it's an ECU problem. So instead of just buying a new ECU, I'm going to put an aftermarket in there. That way it's easier for me to tune. So what does an aftermarket do? Well, you've got standalone and you've got piggyback. Piggyback uses the stock ECU and runs into it and controls everything around it. It basically, you're using a piggyback system to run, like I said before, my dash, because my dash is run off of the ECU. So when you come up to it, you know, if you don't have an ECU, you're not going to have your speed or your tach. Of course, we all know my tach doesn't work. But I'm not going to have my fuel gauge or my temp gauge, which I don't have any of those anyway. Now, with that being said, what does it all aftermarket give you that stock ECU doesn't? Well, aftermarket, depending which aftermarket you get, Holley is the best in self-learning. Now, that means You start it up, it listens to your fuel, and it self-tunes itself. Now, it's preferable to tune it manually if you're a good tuner, but if you're just starting out, let it self-tune. Timing has to be adjusted on its own, though. So you have to know what timing your engine should run. Mine right now is running about 28 degrees timing. I keep getting issues with, the reason I'm switching is issues with the transmission. The transmission wants to shift too early. I'm getting into fourth gear about 30 mile an hour. And then I get on it and all the other shifts are fine, but I hit 90 mile an hour and it wants to shift into fourth and take me out of my band. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to a Holley Terminator X Max system. And we're gonna wire it up so you can use it with the thing. It comes with a 3.5-inch display, and that will allow me to fix, hopefully, what's wrong with my engine. Now, what I plan on doing is doing that and doing a whole bunch of other rewiring. But back to the thing, since I got off track. The aftermarket ECU allows you to run wide bands instead of narrow bands. Narrowband O2 sensors they're good if you're at 14.7 AFR. Anything up or down, they're inaccurate. So when you get a wideband, it's very accurate. And as you can see, here's my wideband controller right here, and my wideband somewhere. But you have to have an accurate AFR reading. Now, stock cars can use narrowband, and mildly modified can use narrowband. I'm still mildly modified. I just want the ECU because I think I'm having an ECU problem, and I don't want to go ahead and get different software and a new ECU and there still be an issue, you know? So I just want to do it all at one time. Now, the benefit to having the wide bands is you tell the ECU to run the target AFR, and then you adjust the table. It's that simple, or it will adjust the table depending if it's able to. And it will get that correct. Now, the aftermarket ECUs are expensive, Megasquirt being the cheapest, and Holley being one of the most expensive. There's also others like Haltech, AM, ECU Tech, I think. There's a whole bunch of other ones. But ECUs and any 96, well, there's other ones. Your OBD2 vehicle or OBD1 vehicles also have ECUs. That the farm truck had a wiring harness issue, and we put like 3 PCMs in it. I shouldn't say PCM because it's pre-90, it's pre-89. So ECU in it because the wouldn't start, kept losing time and all sorts of stuff. But that's gonna be all for this video. Remember to like and subscribe, and I hope you like the video.